In today's video, I'm going to be doing an exterior detail on this Audi A1 using the help of some products which have been kindly sent to test out and get my honest thoughts on. The very first thing that I did on this car was pre-wash the wheels using Shiny Garage citrus oil at a 1:9 dilution. This removed the vast majority of the brake dust and dirt that was on these alloys and started to break down some of the grime that was on the tyre wall too. To contact clean the wheels and tyres, I went for Valet Pro Dragon's Breath, which is a wheel cleaner with a built-in iron fallout remover, and then I went with a 1:9 dilution of Garage Therapy Decon shampoo on the tyres. I also put a little bit of CarPro D-Scale shampoo in the bucket to help lubricate the mitts and the brushes. This combination of chemicals worked really well to deep clean these wheels and was able to effectively remove some quite stubborn brake dust on the wheel barrels as well. There was a decent level of dirt build-up in the door shuts here, so I first sprayed them with that Shiny Garage citrus oil at 1:9 dilution, gave it a few minutes to dwell and then rinsed it with the pressure washer. I do find that pre-washing the door shuts with the pressure washer is really helpful to avoid excessive marring on the paintwork here. There is some slight risk of some water splashing in the interior, but it really isn't anything that causes me any concern, and a quick wipe with a microfiber towel easily rectifies it. To remove the remaining dirt, I went in with a 1:9 dilution of shampoo in a spray bottle, and then used a microfiber towel and a collection of brushes to deep clean some of the areas. To kick off the pre-wash on this vehicle, I went in again with that citrus oil at a 1:9 dilution and then layered Valet Pro Snow Foam over the top, which I used at a 1:9 dilution. The citrus oil here is doing the heavy lifting, whilst the snow foam really just serves to extend that dwell time and give the product more time to soak and remove the traffic film effectively. A quick reminder, if you are enjoying the video so far, it would be great if you could drop it a like. It really does help the video get out there to more people, and consider subscribing if you're new here too. To contact clean this car, I went in with CarPro D-Scale shampoo, which is a mildly acidic one, and it's great to kick off the decontamination process. I primarily use this to deep clean ceramic coatings, however it works really well on unprotected vehicles too, as it addresses mineral deposit build-up. The shampoo is also incredibly slick and well lubricated to drastically decrease the risk of inflicting swirl marks. Once I'd finished up with the contact wash, I moved on to the decontamination stage. I first dried off the vehicle to avoid diluting the chemical that I was going to be spraying on there, which was Dragon Breath again, the same products that I use on the wheels, and here I'm using it to remove iron contamination on the paintwork. After rinsing this product, I dried off the lower sections and went in with the Garage Therapy tar remover to address quite considerable amount of tar deposits on these areas. To remove any remaining bonded contaminants, which is really important before the machine polishing stage, I went in with Garage Therapy's clay combined with their Decon shampoo at a 1:9 dilution in a spray bottle to act as the lubricant. This combination worked incredibly well to leave the paintwork ultra smooth for the subsequent stages. I inspected the paintwork on this vehicle using my Next Diag Pro paint depth gauge. Most of the vehicle was reading about 110 to 120 microns of paint. There were a couple of areas that dropped as low as sort of 85, but nothing that was causing me any major concern. I used the Unilight inspection light to address the defects that were on the vehicle. There were some quite heavy scratches and swirl marks here, and also some examples of staining on the paintwork, which, judging by the areas that I spotted them, this was most likely sun cream. So this vehicle was just in for a one-step polish, which on flat black paintwork on an Audi that's sort of 10 to 15 years old and has this level of defects is a little bit tricky. I had to balance having a good level of defect removal without introducing hazing that was going to reduce the clarity. So the combo that I ultimately settled on was the Koshemi fine cut polish on their red pad. Now with this combination, the paintwork was far from perfect and there was definitely some heavier scratches left in there. Ideally, a vehicle of this age and condition really needed a two-stage or even a multi-stage polish on some areas that would have benefited from wet sanding. However, this wasn't on the cards for this particular occasion, and the main thing was that the owner was really happy with the finish of it at the end. The protection product of choice today was G3 Pro Super Gloss Paste Wax. This isn't the most durable paint protection option, but what it's great at is really enhancing the gloss as much as possible, which was the overall aim with this vehicle. It's also an incredibly easy product to work with. A little goes a very long way, so I don't have to keep going back to the tub with my applicator to reapply, which really speeds up the overall process. Buffing off this product is also as easy as it gets really, and a single swipe of the microfiber towel gets rid of the residue. To dress the tyres, I went in with Squid Ink Tyre Guard, which is one of the more durable tyre dressings from my experience. The tyre walls were very dry on this vehicle, which does present a slight challenge when it comes to application, so I did go ahead and apply 2 layers about 15 minutes apart on this vehicle.